Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Cohen, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
18. Alpha. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Now it's Trubisky. The catch made by Miller. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 35.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play action with Trubisky. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Draw play. This is Henry. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
got you, Gator. I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Just get it.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. $12 yards on the return that time, and the Bears take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
On second down, it's Cohen. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On third down, Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Lock in, lock in. Hey. 54 is mine. Hey, I 7. 54. Come on, dude. Hey,
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They go play action. Trubisky. His throw incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
check 20. Word alert. Word alert. Check 4. Check 4.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
The throw complete. Trubisky to Miller. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Now Trubisky on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in high. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. He gets this one to Johnson. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Here's Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 41, Trubisky, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Trubisky to throw. It's complete to Robinson. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Harold Landry picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now it's Trubisky. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 35. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On first down, Trubisky. That's going to be caught. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
They'll run forward Montgomery. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They try again with Montgomery. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. Trubisky will throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Again, it's Cohen. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. And he finds Jimmy Graham. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Singletary again. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Slam,
Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 34. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be second and goal.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go. 18.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen, his first touchdown here of the new campaign as the Bears push further out in front. The extra point up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Khalil Mack leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, you were backed up into a second and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
No. Slam. Check 43. Tighten up.
They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Alert.
Trubisky now off the bootleg. And he finds a man on a crossing route. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, wahoo! Check right 54.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. In for the score as the Bears push further out in front.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Extra point up and through. And that makes our score 17-0. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I'm going back to you.
Tannehill now to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Sauber. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Play action. Now Trubisky. He'll find Miller. That's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Put up, 180. Right there, 54 miles. Ready?
Throwing here, Trubisky. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
Good stuff. Keep doing that.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Check, check. Watch the defense. Here we go. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Bang, 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 bang.
They go right back to Singletary. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bears on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 7.
He's alert. Move. Check nickel.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A Chicago first down. The former Jag, Allen Robinson, on the catch from Trubisky. Trubisky now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They will run with Singletary. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Bears on third down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Robinson's got it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Blue there. Shift. Red, check 24.
On first down, Cohen. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Here's Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Lock in, lock in. Check 13. Check 13. Red.
They try again with Cohen. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Hey, ball. Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Singletary. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
180. 54. Alert. Come on, QB, come on. Switch.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation, for
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tannehill, he's got his man on the crossing route. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive